Grand Theft Auto 6. That's kind of weird to say. It's been 10 years of GTA 5 and multiple decades of other GTA titles, but here it is. The trailer has been released. After a long wait, we've got our first look at the next game in the illustrious Grand Theft Auto series. And by the looks of it, everything has been taken up a notch. Welcome back to the Leaderboard. We're going to be breaking down the latest and greatest GTA trailer for you, making sure to spare no detail. That's the intro, so here we go. Now, in case you were wondering, this game will probably be rated M. Don't ask me how I know, although the trailer does kick off with a warning that it may contain content inappropriate for children. Imagine a child-friendly GTA. I wonder how much would have to be taken out. When the soundtrack kicks in, it's a classic Tom Petty tune. Love is a long road. Big 80s vibes, very sunshiny. Interestingly enough, Tom Petty wrote the song after being inspired by his motorcycle, which makes a lot of sense for scoring Grand Theft Auto. The 80s vibes are accentuated by that wild-ass Rio de Janeiro filter shot of a sunrise over a highway. Transition to a prison, where the first female playable character in GTA history is introduced, Lucia. She's getting let out of prison, where she has presumably been for a while. She says she's in for bad luck, which probably means she committed a crime, but hey, she's getting out now.
Do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
That first guitar chord introduces us to the sunshiny shores of Leonida, a Florida stand-in for the GTA universe. A yacht, jet skis, dolphins, coastal birds, and a whole lot of people soaking in the rays on a sandy beach. Nobody tell Anakin Skywalker. Above the city flies a seaplane towing a banner with the logo for a company called 919. Their slogan? Why 69 when you can 919? Whatever that means. This could be a parody of the Miami nightclub 11, spelt with 2 1s. Or maybe, just maybe, it's a hint at the actual release date. 919? Could be September 19th, but only time will tell. I'm already stoked for the airboats that we see here, giving me some real Half-Life 2 flashbacks. Gotta love a unique vehicle. Plus, that means that we're gonna be able to explore Rockstar's interpretation of the Florida Everglades. Swamps, flamingos, and alligators. I wonder if you can tame one of those enormous reptiles and use it as a helper. Imagine sicking what is basically a dinosaur on some poor schmuck. Back on the beach, we get a good look at some NPCs we'll be running into in GTA 6. I'm gonna assume this is actual gameplay, or at least rendered in the game's engine, because these folks do look a little less cinematic than some other stuff in this trailer. Still, it looks great. So many different characters, outfits, and styles. Plus, check out the little chihuahua running with the beefcake back there. Next up, we get a closer look at some of the speedboats available, as well as a huge cargo freighter. How much you want to bet that there'll be a mission parodying the Suez Canal crisis? Of course, cars have always been a big deal in these games, and there are plenty to see now. First on the highway, then at what appears to be a custom car meetup. Already the vehicles are looking insane. And what would a GTA game be without a strip club? This one looks particularly poppin', with bottle girls carrying sparkler-laden light-up champagne rings and a huge banner for Make It Rain Mondays. I guess that's one way to get more folks to show up on a weekday. The city really looks alive in the wide shots, with plenty of cars on the streets, boats in the water, and people in the apartments scattered throughout. Along the boardwalk, we've got even more insane cars and enough people to feel like a real city. There's even a homeless dude with a lizard on his shoulder. God, this game is just so pretty. There's so much going on here. There's a big name drop in the middle, a huge Vice sign. That's right, Vice City is back. The fictionalized version of Miami, made popular by the GTA title of the same name, will be explorable in a whole new way. Now, there's lots of interesting stuff going on here in terms of how the game integrates social media. There appears to be a handful of social media platforms that exist in-world for folks to interact with, complete with popular accounts, viral videos, and specific influencers. We've got accounts celebrating dad bods, yanking gators out of swimming pools, and posting local chaos like 6buds. Yeah, I'm Canadian, what about it? There's even a live stream feature similar to those seen on Instagram and TikTok. God, you gotta wonder how much of this Rockstar had to put in recently. 10 years is a long time, and the world really has changed a lot since their last venture. Like, the whole middle of the trailer is different perspectives on viral content. There's security cam footage, body cam footage, dash cam footage, and more. Gotta love the Florida man grabbing his crotch in the middle of the road, and the old dude watering his lawn in a Speedo and a visor. Or how about some footage from the Thrill Billy Mud Club? It's all fun and games until we see an old lady dual-wielding hammers on a live stream and then some dude power bombs a folding table. Then the crime part of GTA kicks up. All of the most exciting crimes, mind you. We're talking car chases, dine and dash car flips, face tat lunatics, dirt bike terror, liquor store holdups, and more. And the wild thing is, there's only a little bit of our main characters scattered throughout. We've got some quick getaways with fistfuls of cash, a nice drift in front of the pawn and gun, and some intimacy and trust in a motel bedroom. The last thing we see is them kicking a convenience store door, and then the new sunset shaded GTA 6 logo. Now that was a wild ride. 2025 can't come soon enough. Now that we've gone through all the major events of the trailer, how about we take a look at some of the Easter eggs?
Well, look who's back.
There are plenty of little details giving us info about the wider world at play here. Like I said, this is all happening in an alternate version of Florida, Leonida. These last 3 letters should feel familiar. The Ida part, or Ida. Florida was named as such for its abundance of flowers, you know, the floor in Florida. So we can only assume that Leonida or Leonida or Leonida, that sounds most like Florida, is that way because there's a lot of lions around? Maybe that's not right. Maybe the lions are more of a metaphor, the Leo, meaning that the folks in Florida are powerful and they go for what they want and perhaps are looking for meat. With the lesson in fake geography out of the way, we can look a little bit closer at the minute details scattered throughout. We can see all sorts of familiar GTA brands in this trailer, from Patriot Beer on the side of a transport truck to the Go Postal sign on a gas station. A personal favorite of mine has to be the big Angstapan billboard, claiming that it's America's favorite dissociative and that it cures emotions. What a world. The sheer amount of brands made specifically for the world of GTA will always impress me, especially when it comes to booze and beer. There's Pisswasser, or Pisswater, Lavazas, Dirty Dishwater, and Lager Beer, spelled L-O-G-G-E-R, in the liquor store. And don't get me started on all the stickers and posters onto the door of the convenience store at the end. Pendejo Cerveza? Oh boy. They will no longer accept cash stored in underwear. It gets sweaty down there. And hell, there's even a little sticker letting folks know what kind of payment they accept, and there's a little alternate Apple Pay on there, which I'm gonna assume is known as iFruit Pay. We're treated to a couple news clips from everyone's favorite right-wing news outlet, Weasel News, and even one from Mega Mundo News, a Spanish language news channel. That second one is in Spanish and references a confession written in ink while referring to an extremely tatted up inmate. With only one trailer, we've already learned so much about this upcoming game, but there's also still so much up in the air. I can't wait for this next big update, but it seems that we'll be waiting until 2025 to actually play GTA 6. Whether that's in September or not is still TBD. So, what'd you think of the trailer? Is it a big enough update from GTA 5? Are you excited about the new characters? To return to Vice City? To see if they made GTA Online a little easier to hop into? Make sure you let me know down in the comments and subscribe to the leaderboard for more like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.